Welcome to Moraine Valley Minutes, Moraine Valley Community College's news magazine show. This show features interesting programs, services, and people at the college. In this edition, we'll take a look at the college's transfer programs, the literacy program, the Robert E. Turner Learning Resources Center, and the recipient of the college's 1996 Pacesetter Alumni Award. First, let's take a look at the transfer programs available to students at the college. Moraine Valley offers a variety of academic programs which help prepare students for their future careers. Many students who are planning to earn a bachelor's degree begin their educational career at Moraine Valley by earning an associate's degree before transferring to a four-year college or university.
Well, the transfer programs at Moraine Valley Community College are designed, first of all, for students to be able to transfer their coursework to either four-year colleges and universities or maybe specialty colleges like chiropractic schools, pharmacy colleges, and so on and so forth. But the transfer program itself is basically three parts. There's a science transfer element, a liberal arts transfer element, and a business transfer element.
And if they meet with an advisor and a counselor at Moraine Valley, students can select an academic program that will be tailor-made for them.
Courses that are offered as part of the transfer program at Moraine Valley could be best described as the general education core that a student would need in order to transfer to a four-year college university or a specialty type program like chiropractic, pharmacy, dentistry, pre-medicine. But in addition, Moraine Valley also offers a large number of courses that one might term electives that a student can also transfer to a four-year college and university. So basically, any course that you could get at a four-year college and university in the first 2 years of your education would be offered at Moraine Valley. And one of the things that I advise students to do frequently is that within the first 6 months or so that you've matriculated to Moraine Valley, start to get an idea of where you do want to spend the junior and senior year, and sit down with an advisor, and the advisor can help you to prepare a master academic plan that will specifically tailor the courses that you wish to take and how they will transfer.
There are many advantages to attending a community college for the first 2 years.
I think the main benefits are in terms of the affordability of our education at Moraine Valley. Tuition costs in Moraine Valley are less than state universities and private universities and our proprietary schools. I also think we have smaller classes. The largest class size at Moraine Valley is 32. Many of the universities will have, for their freshmen, will have class sizes up to 300, 400, 500 students sometimes. And so I think the students get more personalized attention at Moraine Valley, and for many of our students, that helps them adjust to college life and grow as a student.
Transfer students at Moraine Valley can also be assured that they will receive a high-quality education.
In looking at the quality of the courses that would be offered at a community college compared to the quality of the courses offered at a four-year college university, I would say the quality in the community college is as good, if not better, than what you get at a four-year college. I think the reason for that is that the mission of the community college is much different. We're a teacher college. We're designed to teach people, and the people that work here, the faculty in particular, are here to teach students on a daily basis. And therefore, their motives are much different than what you find with faculty at four-year colleges, university, where their primary purpose there is to research and publish. And most of the four-year faculty at four-year colleges, university, while they may be very fine schools, spend most of their time teaching graduate level courses, as opposed to the undergraduate level courses, which tend to be predominantly taught by teaching assistants. So I think before a person selects a college, in particular a four-year college university, they should go to that school and ask some, really discerning questions about who am I going to be getting as a teacher and the quality of that person. Whereas at a community college, you're getting people who dedicated their lives to teaching, and I think that's the big difference.
The teachers and professors that I had in Moraine Valley were very good. I still remember some of the teachers that I had. I took a lot of calculus, a lot of math, a lot of physics. I took a lot of the same teachers for a lot of the same classes. Specifically, the calculus teachers that I had were excellent. And they made you do problems and problems and problems, but that really helped you when you got out into your third and fourth years, because after doing those problems, during your first 2 years, it really prepared you for some of the advanced studies that you were coming ahead.
I have received a quality education from Moraine Valley. In comparison to the other colleges and universities that I could have gone to, I feel that I got a very high, maybe even a higher education than I would from another facility. If I had to do it over again, I would do it just the same way.
And at Moraine Valley, staff members help students prepare to transfer to a four-year college or university.
If a student enrolls in Moraine Valley and they know they want to eventually transfer for a bachelor's degree, there are a couple of routes they can take. Our new students are required to go through a full-time orientation program. During that program, they're going to receive information about our transfer program and its requirements, as well as information about requirements at other colleges, universities, and how to obtain that information. Part-time students will receive that kind of information either through our educational advising sessions that are scheduled prior to each of our registration periods, or on an individual basis in our academic advising center. If they begin in that process, they'll know where the resources are for obtaining accurate information about transfer programs. And basically that's centered in our academic advising center, where we have a lot of information, a lot of resources for our transfer students to refer to. We have individual assistance provided by our full-time and part-time academic advisors to help students interpret that information and help them plan their academic program accurately.
I use the counseling services. I use the career planning services. I met with my counselor a lot to determine what classes I should be taking. They helped me apply to the college that I wanted to go to. They helped me get the applications. I thought the services that were available in terms of going from a community college to another institution as a transfer student were tremendous. They really made it easy for you to, transfer into a new program.
To ensure that I had everything that I need to transfer, I worked very closely with the counseling department and my personal counselor here at Moraine. And then about last January, I was in contact with a counselor from Governor State, where I'm transferring to, just to ensure that I had everything I needed for the major that I had chosen.
The best testimonials to the quality of Moraine Valley's transfer programs, however, come from the students themselves.
I would definitely recommend Moraine Valley to people that I know, and I have done so. It really prepares you to move on. It's a good way to start your academic career. The personal nature that you get there prepares you for your advanced classes that you're going to see at a big-time university. So I would definitely recommend it.
If you're interested in learning more about the transfer programs available at Moraine Valley, call the college's Academic Advising Center at area code 708-974-5721. Literacy seems to be a timely topic these days, and Moraine Valley helps to meet the literacy needs of the local community through its literacy program.
The purpose of our literacy program is to provide tutoring services for adult residents in our community, and basically volunteer tutors work individually with students in our community at various libraries and community centers and churches, and they tutor adult students one-on-one.
Approximately 150 adults seek assistance from Moraine Valley's literacy program each year. With the help of volunteer tutors, the program has helped more than 875 area residents learn to read and write.
Generally, the first and foremost criterion is what time is the tutor available, what time is the student available, and you know, what would be an area or a location that would be convenient for them to reach. So really it's, you know, time and place is the first and foremost match criteria. However, after that, I also try to match based on interests, based on, you know, what are the volunteers' talents and what are the students' interests and needs. And generally, the more often we can match a pair and make them compatible, the more successful the tutoring situation is.
Literacy program students and tutors meet once a week. During their 2-hour sessions, they work on reading, writing, and vocabulary skills.
Basically what happens in terms of evaluating practice is that as students get comfortable with reading and working on various exercises, their reading improves, their vocabulary grows, it's, you know, the reading strengthens. The same process happens with writing. The more often students write, the stronger their writing skills get. Eventually they're writing full-fledged essays that they never thought they could do.
Olita Dugan is one of the program's success stories. She recalls how she found out about the program 7 years ago.
My mother did not know how to read and write, and my daughter that was having problems when she was in 3rd grade, and I couldn't help her. And I went and I confronted her teacher to beg her to help her, and I let my secret out to her, and she told me about the program at Moraine Valley, the literacy program, and I came here for help. So I could help myself and my children, and based on, you know, issues that occur every day, that I always ask people to help me read. I want to do it myself.
Before coming to the program, Olita worked at a factory, cleaned houses, and babysat. She also relied heavily on her friends for help.
I'd ask people to help me. My one daughter, she's a little, pretty smart, and she used to fill out my morning orders or bills and stuff. She'd take care of that for me, and friends. I used to pay them to help me, you know, take me somewhere where I didn't know the area, and now I do. I know how to get downtown. I know how to read addresses, which is great. Those things I couldn't do before. I used to beg people to help me.
Olita has come a long way since then. She now works for AmeriCorps Vista Volunteers, an organization that assists the illiterate through workshops and support groups. She also helped found a support group for students in the Moraine Valley Literacy Program. She eventually hopes to earn her GED and become a tutor herself.
I have been working with Olita. She's a very excited student. She really wants to improve her reading and writing, and she has a lot of enthusiasm, and that transfers to me, and it just makes me feel good to work with her because she's so excited about what we're doing.
Since coming to Moraine Valley's literacy program, Olita's reading and writing skills have improved, and her self-esteem and confidence have soared. She offers this advice to anyone who feels embarrassed, frightened, or alone about not being able to read or write.
They don't have to hide this anymore. There's other people, and once they get into a program and realizes that how many people are out there, I think it helps yourself to know that, you know, you could get help out there. You don't have to be afraid or embarrassed. There's other people, and there's all different ways to go about and helping that person. And they don't have to just stay in that little shell and you know, be afraid of it anymore, because there's so many of us out there.
In addition to the adult literacy program, Moraine Valley also has a family literacy program. The program is designed to improve the academic skills of elementary school students. It also provides their parents with personal development classes and academic assistance.
Moraine Valley Literacy Program is set apart from others in the area and in the state because of its impact on the family literacy in the communities. To my knowledge, not very many programs have gone into the schools and have begun working with parents who need to learn to help their children with homework and need to learn how to tutor their children. They themselves need certain skills. So as a result of our going into the communities, we feel that our program has a broad reach that some others might not have.
Moraine Valley currently has 2 family literacy programs. One assists families in Posen-Robbins School District 143.5. The other is School District 130 in Blue Island.
A side benefit of what has happened as a result of this program is that the parents have become very comfortable coming to the school. They have gained a great deal of respect for the teachers, and they realize how hard the teachers do work because they see them in action and they see the different ideas that the children are coming away with, and they see how their children are progressing on a daily basis.
If you are interested in becoming a literacy tutor, or would like to enroll in the program, call the college at area code 708-974-5331. The Robert E. Turner Learning Resources Center also offers a variety of services for community residents. Let's look at what's available.
At Moraine Valley, one service community residents can take advantage of is the Robert E. Turner Learning Resources Center. The center offers more than 125,000 different items for both personal and professional information needs. Many of the resources are available to community residents in addition to students.
The Learning Resources Center offers many services to our students, staff, and people who live in our community. The library has books, magazines, newspapers, magazines on microfilm, CD-ROMs, other computer resources for our students and staff to use. We also have available to the community the book collection. People in the community can come and check out books from our library.
Community residents use the services of the LRC for a wide variety of reasons.
The library is used by all types of community residents. The young kids come in with their parents to use the library. We have a collection of children's literature books downstairs because we do have a program here in early childhood education. Sometimes when the parents are here in school, they bring their children along to use our library. We have high school students, who, like I mentioned before, that use our library for special projects. We have adults, some seniors that come in to use our library looking for human resources agencies that are available in the district, and we do have directories that list different agencies that are available in this district. And we also get government depository items. We are a partial depository. Materials that are published by the superintendent of documents are available for community use in this library.
One community member who has used Moraine Valley's LRC is Roger Rosenquist.
The materials that I used in the Learning Resource Center were reference material, specifically the most recent federal census information and different demographic studies and some business publications that I needed to use in connection with research that I'm doing for a planning committee that I'm a member of for a local church in Palos Heights, the Good Shepherd Lutheran Church. I used Moraine Valley's library instead of the local community library because I found the information available here to be much more diverse, and especially when I was using the federal census information, the information that's available at Moraine Valley's library is on CD-ROM, and it's much more extensive and much easier to use than the binders that were available in the public library.
To help community members learn about the LRC, staff members are available to provide assistance.
Whenever the Learning Resources Center is open, we have a professional librarian available to assist patrons when they come into the library. Anyone coming in for the first time can approach the librarian at the information desk and ask for assistance. We do many orientations. We show people how to use the equipment. We explain to them what resources we have when they come in. And if they need special assistance, the librarian is always available to do that.
I did receive assistance from the staff in locating the material that I needed, especially the 1990 federal census data, which was on CD-ROM. And they were extremely helpful in showing me how to use the computer and giving me assistance in accessing it and targeting the information that I needed off of the computer.
To check materials out from the LRC, all you need is a Suburban Library System card, or you can apply for a Community Borrower's Card with proof of residency. Another service offered to local businesses through the LRC is the Business-Oriented Search Service, or BOSS. BOSS serves as an information center for those who don't have the resources or the time to do research.
No one questions the importance of information in a business decision-making situation. It can provide the competitive edge, and in some cases it can mean the success or failure of a business. The question is, where is business getting its information today?
Whether it's through an online database search or the use of in-house materials and resources, BOSS can provide information that businesses need.
An example of one of the questions that I have had answered has been for a local restaurateur who was interested in expanding into banquet businesses. He asked me to find out who his competition would be, what they charged for their services, what kinds of services they provided. He wanted to know the demographics of his local area to determine if there was enough population and types of population to support what he wanted to do. And third, he wanted to know if the local, the county, or the state were going to tear up his roads anywhere in the near future so that it would impact a newly opened section of his business.
The benefits to using BOSS are many.
It's personalized. I talk to a human being. I don't fax a piece of paper or email a message or talk to voicemail. I talk to a human being who discusses with me what my issues are and helps me narrow down the scope of the search. I like the human aspect of it. It hasn't gotten to the point where you're just dealing with a video screen or a fax machine. There's a human being at the other end who gets to know my problem and then follows through and does the research. And that's important to me. I don't like voicemail. I don't like getting lost in voicemail, and that doesn't happen when I deal with BOSS. I deal with people. That's very important, and they know what they're doing. I have confidence in the research they're going to do for me.
So if you're interested in the services of the LRC, stop by when you have a minute, take a look around, and meet the staff. Thousands of individuals have taken advantage of Moraine Valley's educational opportunities since the college opened in 1968. One former student who is giving back to the community is Steve Good, recipient of the college's 1996 Pacesetter Alumni Award.
Each year, Moraine Valley honors a distinguished graduate who has demonstrated success and distinction in his or her chosen field. This year's recipient of the Pacesetter Alumni Award is Sergeant Steve Good of the Palos Hills Police Department. Steve graduated from Moraine Valley in 1984 and since then has made a tremendous contribution to our community.
Winning the Pacesetter Award, I was thrilled. I was surprised. I was honored. It came as a complete shock to me.
As a sergeant with the Palos Hills Police Department, Steve is called on to perform a wide variety of duties.
Mainly my job is to do programs. And I do that through neighborhood watch programs to help citizens make safer neighborhoods. The better that I can train them, the more likely they are to call us, and in turn we do a better job for them.
One very important component of Steve's police work is his role as the DARE officer. DARE, which stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education, is a worldwide program designed to help young people avoid drugs, gangs, and violence. Steve is a former president of the Illinois DARE Association.
We build a camaraderie with the kids. We have lunch with them, we have recess with them. You become a confidant and a trusted friend with the children. And things like that stay with the child. So years from now, when it comes time to make a decision whether to use or choose not to use, they think back at their training and they think back at the guy that delivered the message to them, and it does make a difference.
Steve attended classes at Moraine Valley while working as a patrolman. He earned degrees in criminal justice and liberal arts and currently uses the skills he learned in college to help him be a better police officer.
Moraine Valley did prepare me very well for the job that I was doing. I would definitely recommend Moraine Valley to anybody who's out there that is thinking about going back or completing something that they set on the side for a long time. Yeah, it's worth the effort, very definitely, to go back and to finish up, and Moraine Valley's the place to do it.
Moraine Valley is proud to honor successful graduates like Sergeant Steve Good, who have gone on to become important members of our community. Coming up next is the Moraine Valley calendar of events. Stay tuned to find out what's happening at your community college. A Women in Art exhibit will be featured in the Robert F. DiCaprio Art Gallery from January 16th through January 23rd.
Spyro Gyra will perform at the college on Friday, January 17th at 8 p.m. This group of jazz musicians has become a creative force in the jazz scene of the 1980s and 90s. Tickets are $21.25 for adults and $19.25 for seniors, students, and alumni.
The Southwest Symphony Orchestra will perform their second annual family concert on Saturday, January 25th. Shows will take place at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Tickets are $7.25 for adults and $5.25 for children.
The Illinois Philharmonic Orchestra will perform at the college on Sunday, February 2nd at 3 p.m. Tickets are $20.25 for adults and $15.25 for students.
New Art 6 will perform at the college on Friday, February 7th at 8 p.m. Tickets are $16.25 for adults and $14.25 for seniors and students.
The Second City National Touring Company will perform at the college on Saturday, February 8th at 8 p.m. The traveling comedy troupe will perform a medley of its best bits, funniest moments, and most provocative material. Tickets are $15.25 for adults and $12.25 for seniors, students, and alumni.
A student recital will be held on Friday, February 14th at 7:30 p.m. The recital, which will feature Moraine Valley voice and piano students, is free.
Diva will perform at the college on Sunday, February 23rd at 3 p.m. This group of 15 female musicians, known as No Man's Band, plays progressive, mainstream big band jazz. Tickets are $16.25 for adults and $14.25 for seniors and students.
A high school art show will be featured in the Robert F. DiCaprio Art Gallery from February 26th through March 14th.
A performance of The Little Mermaid will take place on Saturday, March 15th at 2 p.m. Introduce your children to the magic of live theater with this fairy tale come to life on stage. Tickets are $7.25 for adults and $5.25 for children.
A student recital will be held on Friday, March 21st at 7:30 p.m. The recital, which will feature Moraine Valley voice and piano students, is free.
Performances of Fiddler on the Roof will take place March 21st through 23rd. Friday and Saturday shows start at 8 p.m. Sunday's performance will start at 2 p.m. Tickets are $8.25 for adults and $6.25 for seniors and students. That's it for this edition of Moraine Valley Minutes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.